Hey guys, so first off, before I get into today's video, I want to thank all of you for everything. I've just recently hit 100 of my own videos, 100,000 views, and 300 subscribers, so thank you guys so much. It wouldn't have been possible without you. Seriously, it wouldn't have been possible without you. I wouldn't have been talking to anyone at all if you weren't here, actually. So I really appreciate that. Now, today, I can't remember what I was going to talk to you. Oh yeah, everything's going to shit. How could I forget that? So, SOPA, Stop Online Privacy Act. It's like ACTA had babies with an internet steroid anti-pirating company, and SOPA was born. Basically, it has the ability to like shut down any website that contains any copyright material. Now, how I was thinking, the web is worldwide, right? So they can't, like Indian copyright, they can't shut that down, right? That's what I'm thinking. I don't really know the whole details of SOPA, but so the way I look at it is if anything is American-born or copyrighted in America, and that is found on any website, it can be shut off. The website can be shut down, the information can be removed, all that other crazy stuff. Terrifying. Shitty deal. Down goes YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Frick. Google would have a hard-ass time. Anything that's pretty much got user content which would likely contain some copyrighted material at some point in time would be gone. It would destroy the internet as we know it, which would be great. A great way to cut off our communications. So that's coming up on January 24th. Congress is going to go and talk about it and decide whether or not they're going to pass the bill. Some people think they're not going to pass the bill because they have Hollywood bribing them pretty much to pass it, and they have the internet companies bribing them not to pass it. So they're getting all this money, fantastic, but me and a few people consider this, we think of this more of a power option than money. It's not the money they're after, it's the control. They can now control the internet, and that's what they want. Along with SOPA and the NDAA, it's total absolute control. Martial law is going to come to the States. Now I wasn't too sure whether or not they were going to pass this. But then, this month, Canada finished the long gun registry and started handing out letters, 1 month warnings or notifications to all Canadian citizens that own guns, or own scary guns. Scary guns is what the government's called them. Anything that's like a semi-automatic and whatnot, basically anything that's not just a hunting rifle, has to be legally disposed of. You have to take it into the RCMP or dispose of it in some way, but you can no longer have them or else you'll be considered owning a prohibited firearm. You have a month to get rid of all your guns, basically. So I'm like, okay, weird, scary. Something else just came up. Apparently 80% of the world's cocaine, or 80% of the state's cocaine is contaminated with something called levamisole or something like that. It's an anti-worming agent for cattle and animals and stuff like that, but cocaine is being cut with this, and it basically is like flesh-eating disease. It causes it eats your skin, kind of, or it kills your skin, and your skin falls off, ears fall off, nose, bluish, rotting away kind of flesh. Yeah, basically like human zombies. Creepy? Very. Now I was thinking, 80% of the world's cocaine, that would have to be a huge cocaine supplier. Now who would be dumb enough to cut their cocaine supply with a product that would likely severely harm and then likely kill people, their customers? Like, no drug dealer would do that. That would kill business. No, but who's one of the largest drug providers or suppliers in the United States of America? Your very own CIA. Yeah, they supply a majority of the cocaine in the States, so population control, you want to weed out the druggies, cut the cocaine with something that's definitely going to show flesh-eating disease or something that makes their flesh rot away. Perfect. Now you know who to save and who not to save, or now you know who you can just shoot right away or you can leave to die. I'm not exactly sure the principle of why, but I'm pretty sure it was the CIA cut their coke with that, so they have identification reasonings or whatever. They can know who's been doing drugs and whatnot, and basically who's unhealthy, who has habits, who's dirty. So, SOPA passes in a month. Canadians have a month to give up all of their guns, and 80% of the cocaine in the USA is now cut with a flesh-eating or flesh-rotting crap. Interesting. Iran now apparently is enriching their uranium. So, now they can build a nuclear weapon to use to wipe Israel or potentially the United States of America off the face of the map. as they have so clearly stated continually all the time that we are a threat to them and that they have to destroy us. No. So they've begun enriching uranium, so they'll have the ability to make a bomb very soon. The thing is I'm pretty sure they're not making a bomb. And really, personally to me, if they made a bomb, why give a flying hoot? Why? Everyone around them has nuclear weapons. If my neighbors all had guns, and they were somewhat hostile, I would be rather inclined to go and get myself a gun. Maybe a bigger gun, because it's a deterrent. And hey, if they all had nuclear weapons, and I would be like, shitty deal, I'm gonna go get myself a nuclear weapon as a deterrent. That's what they're supposed to be. The more nuclear weapons you have, the bigger, the better deterrent. That's why the States is manufacturing them. We build them so we never have to use them. It's like, right. No, you're building them with the full intention of using them in the near future. Like, everybody has nukes. Russia has the Satan nukes. China has nukes. Israel has nukes. Israel doesn't have nukes. Why would you assume that Israel has nukes? Nobody's allowed to tour on nuclear bomb-making facilities or anything because we don't have any. What do you mean? We don't have nukes, but Iran can't have nukes. They would wipe us out. They're not allowed to have nuclear arms. The States is like, yes, master, yes, no, we'll go in and we'll kill them all. We'll kill all the civilians. Hundreds of thousands, millions of Iranians will die for you, Israel, for you. Oh my god, it's bloody ridiculous. If SOPA passes, pretty sure it will, it'll be the beginning of the end. There's a tuberculosis strain that's going around in, I think, India or somewhere. And it's like a mutant, it's non-treatable. Terrifying. And 2,000 or 3,000, 2,000 have been infected in Uganda, and 100 have died. And it's been reported Uganda, and India, and in the Philippines. Well, the Philippines, there's a different disease that's killing people. There's diseases everywhere. Some people are thinking this tuberculosis will mix with the H5N1 and we'll have like some mutant fuck strain going around that's just gonna wipe everyone out. I'm not really too sure. Don't know. But wiping out our communications and everything with each other first would be a great start for them, and then they could introduce a virus, and then we wouldn't know what the heck's going on. Then they could take over all the radio stations and TV, and with FEMA, be like, this is a national emergency, blah, blah, blah. You must head into, the nearest FEMA camp or whatever. People that don't comply, they'll round you up, because if you have a gun, if you have ammunition, if you have 7 days worth of food, you are counted as a terrorist, a suspected terrorist, and they can detain you. So if you don't go willingly, then they see you as a suspected terrorist, and they will just take you and lock you away somewhere. It's perfect. And while everybody's all confused, doesn't know what's happening, a virus is spreading around, and people are getting sick and dying, they're waging war on Iran and China. And then the virus spreads to China and Russia and all over the Middle East, and then everyone's getting sick, and then there's the States just in there blowing shit up. The thing is, I don't think China would play around. No, I think if they went to war with China, China would be like, yeah, alright, nukes. We're gonna nuke some stuff. We've got chemical warfare, we've got biological warfare. It's like, we're pulling out all the cards. That's what it has to come to, really. Like, before, it was a race to get the most powerful weapon so that you could stop the war. But now it's like, in the biggest war that mankind will ever have, it'll be, we're gonna use the biggest weapons mankind's ever built. This isn't just bullets, missiles, bombs. This is nukes, chemicals, biological. It's gonna be terrifying. And I think it's going to happen soon. Very soon. So keep your eyes on January 24th. January 23rd will be a blackout. Google, eBay, a few other online entities are going to take their sites offline for a day. A whole 24-hour period, I think. So, no porn for you guys. Unless you Yahoo it. Even though I think Yahoo might be going offline too. But, so we'll see what it's like. Hopefully that will stir up enough pressure that they will not pass the bill. Because if they pass it, that's the first step. It's the beginning. But I think they will. I think they'll pass it no matter what. Alright. Oh, last note too. If you have guns, weatherproof ammunition, or food, you're counted as a suspected terrorist. If you have any of these, 7 days worth of food, if you have any of these things, hide them well. Do not let anyone know you have it. Do not talk about how much you have. Keep your trap shut. Don't let anyone know. Be quiet. Be prepared. Don't say anything. Bury your guns, bury your food, hide your canned goods in the woods, anything, stash it, don't let anyone know about it. When you go out shopping, just be casual about how much you buy. Like, stock up, yes, but not in mad bulk so that people are suspicious of what's going on. If you have 7 days worth of food, you can be counted as a suspected terrorist and thrown in Guantanamo Bay. So, be careful. That's it. Peace, guys. The best of luck to you. We're gonna need all the warriors we can get in this near time coming up. Maybe I should shave too for the end of the world. Nah, hell, it'll keep me warm in the nuclear winters.